Solo Leveling Arise finally has its first event. We're going to talk about it, and I hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe if you are new to the channel for more content like this, and we also have a ton of other videos upcoming. So, that being said, let's hop right in. So, there were a couple of events that started actually already when the game kind of started, but I'm not really talking about these. So anyway, this is ongoing, and I'm still hunting that G. I still need that. Anyway, so the letter event and the dice rolling event, these were things that were here a few days ago. These are cool, nice little incentives, nice little perks to get free stuff, so that's cool. Now we have some other stuff ongoing. Gate exploration tournament here. So I'm gonna run a few gates as well, but basically this one is kind of interesting. They placed you in and this group has grown, because when I saw this at first, it's grown a lot. When I saw this at first, it was only like 4 people in my group. But anyway, they put you in a group and they give you a group ranking. And then there's the overall ranking. So it's got double ranking rewards and double ranking system. But also there's a point-based system. So you see I've got 98 points currently, and that's not enough to get anything here. But if I ultimately make my way up to 1,200 points, which I'm pretty sure is going to be super tedious and hard to do and probably not free to do either, then you will get all the rewards listed here. Now, if we take a look at the literal ranking rewards, this is how things look. So for your overall rank, if you ranked #1 in the entire world, which is probably unlikely, you will get all of this. If you get top 10, you'll get this down as well. Now, these items are very, very useful. Skill Scrolls 3, these are going to be really hard to get, I'm imagining. In fact, I don't know if there's another place to get them in the game right now. Go to crafting and play a red gate or exchange them, okay? So it's probably super hard to do in any of those locations. And for the group ranking, this is how things look. So it's nowhere near as good because it's more of an isolated selection of players. But if you rank #1 in your group, you'll still get these, which are really good for enhancement. So that's the main thing. It's all about artifact or weapon enhancement stuff here. Nothing crazy, unfortunately. And it's unfortunate that there's such a huge drop-off in rewards comparatively. But nonetheless, I'm 208th in the world, which would get me, once again, nothing. Why are there no rewards for like top 100 here or something? Like, this doesn't even make any sense. I assume when the game goes global, this will obviously expand because top 10 overall in the world is like, that doesn't make any sense. All right, being the cutoff, that doesn't make any sense. Excuse me. We also have this level up event. So leveling up Jinwoo and his weapons will give you rewards. Now this one is particularly annoying because this should have been here with the dice stuff a few days ago. Why did they wait a few days to put this in here when I and most other players playing the game had already started progressing with Jinwoo and his character and his weapons, excuse me? I don't know. It's extremely stupid. But here's how things kind of break down. So, oh, this is a little bit different. This is a schedule, excuse me. So how things break down is as follows. Level up him 1 time, you get 10 points. Again, I leveled up like 29 levels before this event started. Where are my points? Level up his skills, which I admittedly started doing a little bit later. 30 points. Level up a grade R weapon, grade SR, grade SSR. Limit break your R, SR, or SSR weapons for Jinwoo as well. Advance a grade R weapon, things like that. So just working on all of his weapons. So if you, this is also kind of interesting. If you've just been flat out salvaging his lower rarity weapons, you are missing out on points. You can salvage them if you want to, but you should improve them first. You should limit break them, blah, 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 all that fun stuff first, and then salvage them, which is a waste of resources. But nonetheless, you should do that so you can progress further in here, because ultimately, the waste of resources that you'd be giving up to progress in here it's more valuable to get this stuff here. Now, realistically, once again, when we look at this, oh, look, it's a skill scroll 3 again. Realistically, when we look at this, it's damn near impossible to get to the end, especially in 2 days, well, 3 days, I guess. You know, I think this is over 4 days total. The period is too short. Like, it needs to be probably a week at minimum for a lot of players to get there. And again, it's just not really doable without spending money probably to do some of this stuff. But I don't really know what you would be spending. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know what you would be spending money on, because some of this stuff kind of tricky. But you know what you would spend money on if you were to do this? It's the enhancement stuff. Maybe you would exchange a lot of enhancement stuff. You'd buy enhancement packs. That's probably what they're looking forward to you doing. But the most important way to level up here is level up Jinwoo's skills and his own natural level. But again, why wasn't this here when the game started? I would be much further in here, and it's unfortunate that's not. We have a couple of other events that are going to be starting soon. So level up Jinwoo and other hunters and obtain rewards. Again, another level up reward system that's starting in a day and 7 hours. So this is where things are kind of weird. Should you be waiting a day and 7 hours until this event has 24 hours left and remaining at the time of the recording of the video? Probably, so you can double dip, right? Probably so you can double dip. Now, you don't control when Jinwoo levels up, because that just means you stop playing the game. Like, you can't really control that. You can control leveling up other hunters and stuff, though. But here's the same thing for other weapons for Jinwoo and the other hunters, too. But this one starts exactly when this one ends, so there's no point in double dipping or trying to double dip because you can't. But again, very, 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 very times 10. Very weird event structure and event management. When you break it down, like I said, mismanagement of when the event should be live, considering it's a brand new goddamn game. Why would you start this a day or two after people had already started play? But you would start these other ones exactly when? Why would you? And I get this part, but again, with such short amount of time, they're really trying to push you to buy the resources for either of these to get up, right? And here, the gate one is total scummy. Why? Because for one, like I said, the overall rank system, the group rank system, the rewards aren't great for the group rank, and the overall rank is too damn small. Like, I'm at 200 with 98 points. I'm sure there's a lot more players than 200 right now that are playing. And again, I'm assuming that this will change. It has to change later. It's going to be incredibly hard to even get to 600 points here. I'm not sure that you can. I'm not sure that you can in a day and 7 hours, because when you look at the game's structure, when we go over to the gates, I'm sure you've all noticed this already, but gates, they're vital to progression in the game for several reasons, but they also suck. Why? Because they only give well, right now I'm getting 11. I think this number went up. I think it was 10 before, but they only give you a finite amount of gate keys per day, right? So you have to wait for the reset, and then you can get more gate keys. However, if you don't want to wait, guess what? You can buy them. You can buy a total of 3. So there's that. Go for it. Don't go for it. Don't do it. You can buy gate keys, and the cost does go up, by the way. You get 3 for 150, then another 3 for another 200, and I'm pretty sure the number just keeps rising. Of course it does, right? So overall, they've got a really, really weird layout with the system here that I am not sure is particularly sustainable. And honestly, I think most people are going to wind up mostly just ignoring this stuff and kind of treating it as something where it's just like extra rewards that you don't really have to focus on. So that's kind of my advice as it pertains to these events. Progressing them if you can. Like, I'm going to run some gates right now. Things like that. Actually, apparently you can. Okay, let me give them a little bit of credit here. Apparently you get points for just mining as well. Yeah, you get points for mining, I'm pretty sure, because my point number just went up, and all I did was claim the mine. Clear gates. Well, whatever I just did brought my point up, my point total up. Yeah, mining at the bottom. Okay, so that is helpful, because mining, okay, let me give them a little bit of credit. I didn't realize this. Mining is something you can pretty easily do, but it's also directly tied to gate closures as well, so to the gate closures, so it's a little bit tricky still, but I will give them a smidge more credit, just a little bit. But again, not a long enough event. This event would have been for probably 3 hours total, or excuse me, 3 days total at the start of it. Not a long enough event to really meaningfully get through this. And so obviously towards the bottom, they're putting the best stuff at the bottom. You got the gacha ticket, you've got the these are for the hunters, right? Yeah, oh no, this is the player skill one. And then you have some more artifact enhancement chips. So all the good stuff's towards the bottom, as you would imagine. Very hard to get down there. But what do you guys think about this stuff? Let me know in the comments down below.